For over 50 years, the Museum of North Idaho has been the keeper of our local history, providing a place for people to discover not only the facts, but the values and culture which make our region what it is today. This exhibit features some of the museum's favorite artifacts and the stories they tell about our history. Some of these artifacts are currently in storage, which demonstrates the museum's need for more space. The museum collects artifacts, documents, and photographs that represent events, places, and people of the Coeur d'Alene region. They are representative, symbolic, or typical of people or events that have contributed to the social, economic, or political evolution of the region. The lobby feature exhibit at the museum is changed annually, so visitors can experience different stories and artifacts. These artifacts are from a 2018 exhibit. The artifacts are now back in storage. Rathdrum Hotel Chair. This chair was used in the Rathdrum Hotel when it was operated by Owen Lavin in the early 1900s. Rathdrum was the county seat until 1908. Penny Wheel Bicycle. The story has been told that the donor rode this bicycle in parades and special occasions, and the last time he rode it, he fell off and broke his arm. He decided it was time to donate the bicycle to the Historical Society. The Society's artifact collection was donated to the museum. Baby Buggy Flies. Artifacts sometimes have strange stories, like this 1890s buggy. In the late 1940s, Arnold Holmes remembers his dad, Albert, putting him in this buggy up in the barn's loft, whisking him across the loft where the buggy would plummet over the edge, leaving the buggy and a terrified Arnold swinging above the hay storage. Then his dad would pull him back up. These artifacts represent some of the businesses and industries that have shaped our region. We hope to inspire you to support the museum's efforts to acquire a larger facility so more of our history can be told and more artifacts permanently exhibited. Campbells Hardware. In the 1950s, East Sherman had a thriving business district. Campbell's Hardware moved to 1116 East Sherman in the early 1950s. This was the scale used at the store until it closed in 1967. Permanent Wave Machine. Dorothy's Beauty Shop was located above Wilson's Drug at 4th and Sherman. She used this portable Wella permanent wave machine from about 1937 to 1942. There are some very large artifacts in the museum's collection that provide an important link to our past. With the purchase of a storage building in 2016, most of them are now indoors. Plans are underway to clean and restore many of the artifacts in storage. The museum needs more space to exhibit its very large artifacts and tell their stories. Jammers were a common sight on logging jobs beginning in the late 1930s. The Idaho Jammer was invented in our area to get timber from the steep hillside to the road. Drums used a spool cable and a boom were attached to a truck frame. The boom swung over the hillside and the cable, with tongs attached, was lowered to a hooker, who would attach the tongs to a log. It only required a 2 to 3 person crew to operate, so was favored by small operators known as jippos. It was currently used up through the 1990s, but seeing one in the woods now would be a curiosity. Jim Casey built this jammer in 1936 or 1937. In about 1975, it was put in storage. The Vesser family donated it to the museum in 1984. In 2011, jammer builder Lawrence Hoyland organized volunteers and completed restoration in 2017. The jammer is stored at the Associated Logging Contractors of Idaho, just south of Coeur d'Alene. Plans are to have the jammer on permanent exhibit in a new museum. Help the museum move history forward. Your donation will turn this vision of a premier museum into reality. Our goal is to raise $4 million for the renovations to the historic J.C. White House and construct 2 lower-level exhibit spaces. The Moving History Forward project site is close to the heart of Coeur d'Alene on land near 8th and Young on the east side of Tubbs Hill. In the new museum, visitors will experience dynamic and interactive exhibit spaces, a regional history library with access to original documents, books, and over 36,000 photographs, a meeting space for lectures and educational activities, and outdoor gathering spaces. You can make a donation to the Building Fund online, over the phone, or mail a check to our secured P.O. Box. Spread the word about the importance of this project to our community and encourage others to donate.